Welcome back to another video, guys. Hope everybody had an awesome Christmas and New Year's. A lot's been happening here off camera. The Pintara wagon finally has an RB30 in it. It does still need a few little bits and pieces before it can go on the road and start doing some daily duties, but we're just waiting for them to turn up in the mail and then it'll be good to go. Quick little rundown of what I've done off camera. We just installed the RB30, or the RB30 cross member. Not that you can see very well, but I had a front end with king springs fitted and olefane bushes throughout, so we put that in too. Used the CA20 gearbox inside of an RB30 bell housing and made that work in the car. The car was already manual, so I didn't need to source a gearbox, just needed to make it work. This thing's going to be the coolest daily. I absolutely love it. It's so straight, rusty. It's a triple S pulsar wheel. I do have a Bride race seat to go in it because the front seats are pretty janky. I won't be doing too much to this car, just keeping it reliable, nice daily driver. Not welding the diff or anything like that, keeping the 25 spline axles in to try make myself not do burnouts in it. So yeah, hopefully this is just a cool Sunday cruiser daily sort of thing. It's pretty sweet. But the real meaning for this video is I've bought a new car, which is probably seen from the title of the video. It's a VN SS. It needs a bit of exhaust work doing to it, so we'll pull the Pinny out of the shed and we'll bring the VN in. Here it is, my VN SS Commodore. It definitely is not the prettiest thing. It needs a lot of love. I love the number plates. Alright, so the reason I've ended up with this thing, before I put the motor and gearbox in the Pinny Wags, I really wanted to put a 5 litre in it. But I just could not find one anywhere. And I knew it was going to happen. As soon as I got a motor and gearbox in the Pintara, I'd find one. And that's exactly what happened. So this thing was cheap enough just to buy for the donor motor and gearbox, which will eventually end up happening, but I think I'm going to enjoy it as it is for a while. Clean up a few things on it, like it looks like shit at the moment. Clean it up, make it look respectable, make it sound respectable. As you would have heard me coming in the shed, it has got a lot of exhaust leaks, so that's what we're going to address today. After I got this thing home yesterday, I decided I'd do a little bit of research on it, try to find out the history. Turns out I know a few of the previous owners, and you probably actually know the car as well. There is a video on YouTube, it's got over 600,000 views, it's titled P-Plater Can't Handle the Cubes. Is actually kind of that car. I say this is kind of that car because it's all the running gear, all the SS panels, all the SS interior from it. But after that video, I believe it got reshelled into another car. So the shell is actually only a V6 automatic executive shell. So not really an SS, still an SS. I'm gonna call it an SS. Hate if you like, but it is what it is. It's only gonna get parted out at the end of the day anyway, so. So supposedly the motor has a bit of work done to it. It's cammed, I can tell that. I got told it had a 355 stroker kit in it. Not too sure I believe that, but it does go very well. It's got a manual gearbox behind it that I told was rebuilt, but I don't believe that either because it crunches going into just about every gear. Radiator cap leaks. It does have K-Mac adjustable front suspension, but other than that, I'm not too sure what other tasteful bits it has. But I think it's time we finish putting it up in the air and get these exhaust leaks sorted. There is so many. Keen to get it actually sounding not like a tractor. Surprisingly, it doesn't look too bad under here. It's got adjustable sway bar, it's got Nullethane bushes pretty well everywhere that I can see. It's got a new looking tail shaft in it, new tail shaft bolts. Exhaust has some pretty putrid welds on it. I'm not too sure who did these, but not nice. Don't know what's going on there. But yeah, overall it's not too bad under here. It doesn't look extremely oily. It does have a couple of oil leaks, but nothing too major. More Nullethane bushes up front. Possibly another aftermarket sway bar. It's got king springs all round. Can't physically see where the exhaust leak is though, so I might just start it up and see if I can hear where it's coming from. Not too sure how I didn't notice that massive hole there before, but I'd say that's majority of the issue. So I think I'm just going to weld something over that and hope that that's the only leak that this exhaust actually has. So I've just cut the head off a bolt, cleaned up the edges. I'm just going to weld that in over the hole and hope that that fixes all the exhaust leaks. Okay, so I just welded a bolt head over the big hole in the front of the exhaust. I've just noticed that the welds have cracked on this joint here, so we'll get that one welded up too. And that should be enough for the exhaust. After that I might get on to cleaning the interior because it is atrocious. Alright, we're going to start it up and hear it for the first time with all the exhaust leaks fixed. Definitely happy with how the exhaust has come out. Still very loud. Would love to get a couple of mufflers in there one day. Something just to quiet down a little bit because yeah, that's no good. Especially on long trips. I'll get over it pretty quick, I reckon. But yeah, the exhaust is done for now. Time to get on to some interior. Give you a quick look at the interior at the moment. That's the passenger side seat. Looks like someone's had diarrhea on there. Oh, there's the O2 sensor that was meant to be in the exhaust. Maybe I should have just screwed that back in instead of welding a bolt over it. Oh well. Rubbish in here everywhere. The back carpet, you can't really see, has had a battery leak in there and there's corrosion everywhere. A couple of nice dents in the roof. But yeah, definitely needs a lot. missing the roof lining, the visor. I'm pretty sure I just noticed that in the back. It didn't even have windscreen wiper blades on when I first got it. So someone definitely did not give a crap about this car at one stage. But here we are, trying to save it for a little while at least. I think I'm going to whip these front seats out, clean all the crap out of the car, give it a good clean up, and I reckon I'll just throw a seat cover over this seat for the meantime. But if anyone watching this does have parts or know of parts off an SS or even just a standard V6 VN Commodore, let me know. I'm after a lot of stuff. Door handle, interior trim pieces like the locks, potentially a roof lining. Yeah, hit me up if you've got a parts car or you know of someone with some parts. I could definitely be interested in a few. We're getting there. Interior's looking much nicer. Got some throw over seat covers on. Just adjusted the bonnet so that closes a bit better. And now I'm just about to drill out and nutsert these holes so that the proper bonnet stand can go back where it's meant to be. So I don't have to hold the bonnet up all the time or do dodgy things like this where I think it's going to squish me while I'm in the engine bay working. We have the bonnet stand fitted. Would have loved to use some dome head bolts instead of socket heads, but that's okay, it'll do for now, as the car isn't perfect anywhere else, so something as little as that definitely does not need to be. I'm going to back it out of the shed now and give it a wash. There we go, the VN is washed. Definitely doesn't look any better after a wash, but at least personally I know it's not dirty anymore, so that keeps me happy. This rear quarter definitely needs some serious attention, but I love my patina look. Every car I have has some sort of patina on it. Especially the penny wags, the whole bonnet is just rusty. But time to take this thing for a cruise. Enjoy it a little bit. Alright, Boston and I have jumped in the car. We are going to go for a cruise and enjoy this thing a little bit. So the car's just completely lost power in the middle of a roundabout. Not too sure why or what's going on. We're back. I think it's something to do with this power wire here. Not too sure. As soon as I touched that, we got power back. We're back on the road. We're definitely going to have to address that issue. Again? Are you sure? Cruises so nicely. Not a fan of the shit tires. Managed to break down again on a busy street in Devonport, downtown. I had to back it in here. There was cars lined up over a driveway, but I'm pretty sure it's just a positive wire going to the fuse box that keeps causing the breakdown. There we have it, guys. Finally made it back home. Didn't think we were gonna without a recovery vehicle there for a while, but the big girl provided. I absolutely love this car. It is a big bucket of pus, but it's a good thing. It's my bucket of pus and I love it. Hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. Don't forget to give us a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I did head over to Summernats last week. I don't have a great deal of footage, but I did take a few clips, so I'll throw them in at the end of this video. But thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.